Rpcan Forum. Does that petition say? This one?
The stop sign on me.
Oh, let me sign it. After. You need my time up then. It's a long name, so it would take a second. With tips, you know, I started off this race thinking that they were just always a bad idea, and then I kind of rethought that. I think that a couple things here locally are really important going forward. We have the large tip over the Devon-Sheridan area, the so-called Loyola tip. When that was started, there was a community advisory board. Unfortunately, that board was comprised only of white homeowners, didn't include any renters or people of color whatsoever. I think that was a poor way to begin the process. I think also the involvement, a very large, very influential involvement of DevCorps North was probably a useful mechanism to get the thing going, but was a bit troubling because this is also an organization that receives a great deal of city money. That kind of gave a lot of residents that I've spoken with the impression that they weren't adequately represented through the process. I've also heard a lot of resentment, thank you, that Loyola University is actually receiving a great deal of this money and that they may not pay property taxes to eventually repay it. I think going forward, though, the main concern that I have is I don't want to see any more tips in the 49th Ward, number one. Also, if there are any tips anywhere in the city, we need to have these community advisory boards adequately represent our community when they're put together. I can't tell someone in the 37th Ward what to do, per se, but I can say, listen, I want to make sure your community was represented in a way that they will feel good about the way ours wasn't through this process. And then, you know, finally, with Loyola specifically, you know, they kind of owe us, and we've got a chance now, I think, to work with them and get some tutoring into our schools, because there is a sense, I think at Loyola, a very positive sense of wanting to contribute to the community, and we just have to provide them through leadership with an opportunity to do it. They're not just going to come out and do it on their own. We approach them for our medical needs assessment. They certainly help us a lot with that, and I think we've got an opportunity to do more of that kind of work. Thank you.